Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Stu, Stu Jernigan. I'm with WeVideo. I'm an education specialist with WeVideo, and I'm excited to share with you today our creative challenge for the month of February. So it's Black History Month, so our creative challenge centers around celebrating Black History Month. So we have a webpage with a bunch of resources to help you facilitate this activity in class and participate in this challenge yourself. This is open to both educators and students to participate. So I'll go ahead and pull up this page so I can show you what we have available to you. So here it is. So this challenge comes with an example video, a tutorial video, and a pre-built assignment in the Assignment Ideas library to make it super easy for you to implement this activity in class and complete this challenge. So we've also got this kind of fun video kind of introducing the challenge I'll share with you. Something just to kind of get students excited about creating media for this challenge. And so the challenge is to make media celebrating Black History Month. And that could be media centered around Black history, art, culture, literature, community, identity, and so on. And I'll go ahead and start by showing you our video to kind of get kids excited for participating in this challenge. And I will say too that there's an opportunity to win swag by participating in this challenge as well. So that opportunity is open to you. So yeah, let's check out this video. All right, so yeah, just a video to kind of get kids excited about, some of the people that they might choose to learn about or research as part of this creative challenge. Lots of amazing people that have contributed to both U.S. and global history. It's not an exhaustive list, but certainly they could choose from there or elsewhere as well. And then, there are lots of ways that kids could, both educators and students could plug into this creative challenge. We've left it kind of open-ended in terms of creating media celebrating Black history, art, culture, literature, community, and identity. So it doesn't, the media that they make doesn't have to be a history biography, but we think this is a kind of a cool example of what they could do as part of this challenge. So this is an assignment that we have in the Assignment Ideas library, which I'll show to you later. And it's essentially an assignment in which students pick a significant historical figure and they create, a short video biography about that person, about their life, about their achievements, etc. And so for this one, for this Black History Month Creative Challenge, we're inviting students to create a video examining the life and or work of an influential figure from the Black diaspora, past, present, or future. Could be a contemporary figure, or they could potentially uh, engage in sort of a creative, imaginative exercise as well. So for inspiration, we have this video example about the amazing life of Frederick Douglass. So let's check that out. And this will give you kind of an idea of, what an end product of that students would create might look like. Okay, so Frederick Douglass, an amazing figure there. And that video is created in WeVideo. So, all of the things that you saw there can be accomplished in the video editor in WeVideo. Um, and we think making a video like that is sort of a great way for kids to get excited about an inspirational figure, and really sort of do a deep dive on their life and their achievements, and gain inspiration from them, while also participating in a creative task that really requires some complex thinking skills to take the information that they're learning about somebody, and then translate that into a video that communicates a message in a powerful way to an intended audience. So that example, we're providing a couple of resources to help with implementing this activity in the classroom. That example. We have a tutorial video, how to create an animated biography, that goes over more or less exactly how to create the example that we just looked at with Frederick Douglass. So the sort of steps for implementing this activity in the classroom would be to assign the activity from the assignment ideas library, which I'll show you in just a second. And then for students to create their video, they can use this tutorial video to help them learn how to create a video like that. And then to share the video. And we are inviting people to share their videos to social with a hashtag WeVideoCreative, and to tag WeVideo. And we are offering swag as an award for people who participate in this creative challenge. So should be a fun way to kind of plug into Black History Month, fun and powerful way to do that. So if I wanted to assign this, if you want to assign this, there is a link here, and I'll put a link to this page in the chat as well, so you all have that. Okay, so that link to this page is in the chat, and so this links to the assignment in the assignment ideas library, and so you can see that I'll just open up right there. I will also just show you how to get there. Um, so if you sign into WeVideo, um, you'll end up on the home page here. You have some options over here on the left. You can, navigate to classes to create your classes if you haven't done that and roster students. And then you can navigate to assignment ideas. And we've got this whole library full of media projects and activities that invite students to use WeVideo to create media, uh, to demonstrate learning, to build community, to express their personality, things along those lines. So if you look through here, you can filter for subject. So like if you filter for social studies history, for example, that will be in there. And scroll down, you can find the history biographies assignment here and preview it. And as you see, we've got the example video here. And then there is also a link to some slides that this will prompt students to make a copy of these slides. And these slides will kind of walk them through the steps of completing this project. And so that includes, a project overview video, a tutorial or an example video, like we said, a rubric that, you can use to score videos or students could use to score their own videos. This activity invites them to fill out the rubric based on the example video that we watched on Frederick Douglass. They can get familiar with what's in the rubric and what a strong example might look like. Some resources to help them with their research, including like a notes graphic organizer. And then a storyboard for them to take their notes from their research about the person that they're going to make media about, and then turn that into a script and a storyboard where they're pairing visuals with the content that they want to communicate. And then the tutorial videos in here as well. So they'll have access to that and then be invited to create their video. So I'm going to jump back to that assignment in WeVideo. And so as a teacher, you've got this assignment. You can save it as a draft to your class. I'll go ahead and save this to my history class. And I'll jump over to my history class, which again, you can get to by navigating to classes and then opening up the history class. And I see this draft of the assignment I saved. You can edit it. So you have lots of options for editing this assignment. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and publish this. So then I'm going to go ahead and show you what this will look like from a student's end and show you a little bit of how to create a video like the one that we saw about Frederick Douglass. So let me just get in here into a student account. Okay, so then as a student, I would just navigate to classes, open up my history class, and then I'll see the assignments I have for history here. And I'll go ahead and click jump into the history biographies assignment here. And it just pops me into the editor. Now, as a student, I've got this clipboard up here in the top right, this clipboard icon. If I click on that, that'll expand the student instructions from that assignment. And so that's where, as a student, I can access the example video. I can access the slides that have the tutorial video and the storyboard and those other resources. And then I've got some instructions for the steps to take to finish this assignment. So the way that this assignment was completed is I uploaded images of Frederick Douglass to start, and I named those on my desktop before I uploaded them. I just renamed them FD1, FD2, FD3, etc. for Frederick Douglass, and then just the numbered them in the order that I want them to appear in my video. So I've already uploaded them, but of course we have the import option here, so you can upload these images. Now I'm going to go ahead. If you hold down Command, you can select multiple images. So I'm just going to click on them in the order that they appear here. And this is covered in the tutorial video as well. We'll just go with, I'm looking for 8. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, so select them all, and then now I have them selected. I'm going to click and drag them down to the video 1 track. So I'm dragging multiple images down at once, and when you do that, you get this little pop-up here that's asking you how many seconds do you want these images to remain on screen before switching to the next image. And so let's say I'll change that to 4 seconds. And then do you want to apply the Ken Burns animation effect to all photos or not? If you leave that on, it's going to apply this kind of like subtle effect. I'll go ahead and leave that on for you all so you can kind of see what that does. So you'll see it'll apply sort of like a subtle pan or zoom effect to photos, just like a little bit of animation from leaving the Ken Burns effect on there. You'll notice I removed the backgrounds from this. So if you want to make like a historical biography, you don't have to do that. You could have, just the photos as is like this, right? But I wanted to do something a little bit different with this. I wanted to add some like animated backgrounds to just give it a little more contemporary feel. So I removed the backgrounds. I used a site called remove.bg to do that. Just uploaded the images and then removed the background and downloaded them. And then, so I'm going to add another video track so that we can have a background track. So that's just over here on the left. And then using the snowman, you can actually reposition tracks. So I'm just going to move this down because I need a video track for my background. I'll just rename these. I like to keep myself organized that way. Okay, so now I've got this video 1 track below my images. And so I'm going to add some media below that. And you can use the stock media library, and you can use, search terms like colorful backgrounds, for example. And you'll get some neat backgrounds here. And so you can just click and drag these down to the timeline. You can you can trim them so that they match the length of the images above. And just kind of go through and find ones that you like. You can favorite media also so that you can find it later in your favorites. Or also, like, if I want to just kind of explore before deciding what to add to my timeline, I can right click and click share to project. And then I will find that media in the project bin here. So that can be another way to kind of collect your media before adding it to the timeline. So I'm just going to add a few more backgrounds here so I can show you like this one. Okay, and I won't totally build this out. I'll let you kind of imagine, you can kind of imagine that we would finish filling that out. So now our project is kind of looking like this. So now I would add some text. And I would add a title here. You can flip through and find different title text to use. I'm going to use this one. And we'll just have it say Frederick Douglass. You can reposition that, change the size, edit in the preview window here. You can also change, the font if you want it to stick out a little bit more. And you can change the color too, but I'm going to leave this. Actually, we'll add some color in here too. Okay, go with that for now. Okay, and then in the example we looked at, we had captions as well to communicate the information. So I'll just go back here and go down to special, and that's where you can find captions. And I'll click and drag that down and just trim it so it lines up with my images here. And then I'm just going to edit this so it fills the screen. at the bottom here. And then if you double click on the text, you can edit it. Okay. And then what I would do just to, as a matter of like efficient editing, I would just copy and paste the text I just created since it's all formatted the way I want, and then just go in and edit the text as you see fit here. Okay. So yeah, so now we've got this kind of cool video. We can add some music to it. You can use the stock media library. Click on audio and search. You can search for like genres of music or different like moods, for example. And you can click through and kind of sample them and find one you like and drag it down. I'm going to drag it down to the audio track down here. Okay, I'm going to stick with this one. A lot of these music tracks are a bit longer than the video. They might be longer than the video you're making. If that's the case, you can just drag the playhead and then select the audio clip here and use the split tool and then delete the end here so that your music doesn't keep playing after the images are done. And then you can also add like a fade in and fade out. If I double click on this audio clip, I can add a fade. I can have it fade in over, you can decide on the duration of when it fades in and fades out. You can even use these advanced settings and say, oh, I want it to fade into like 75% and then fade out from 75%. If you don't want it to be, the music to be 100% volume. So now we've got this cool, pretty cool video. I'm just gonna copy and paste these so we fill out the bottom here, just so you can kind of see what a finished product would look like. So now we got a pretty cool video. This is actually kind of enough. Like if we finished, filling out the text, we could be done at this point. You could also add a voice recording if you want. We've got if you navigate to Project Bin and click narrate, you can add a voice recording. And the nice thing now that I've like added my text, if I start a voice recording, I can actually see my video as I'm recording. So I'm recording now. And so I'm going to see the text on screen. So I could actually read this off the screen. Frederick Douglass was a famous abolitionist, and use that text to prompt what I'm reading for the voice recording. That's going to get saved down here on another track called voiceover. So that's there if you want it. I'm going to turn this down because I don't necessarily want that playing as we're looking at this. So yeah, so we could be done at this point, or we could do a couple more things. So if we wanted to add a little bit more animation, we could add transitions to these images. And so if I click and drag and highlight these images and right click, I can actually add a transition. And I could do the same with the media down here. Okay, and that's going to add like a crossfade automatically, but you can always change the transition type. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. You could change the transition type. Let's say, there's some cool ones in here for this particular project. Burn is a nice one. Cross zoom is kind of a cool one. Cross blur looks kind of cool. And then there's some other kind of funky ones like the 3D tile ones. You could play around with those. So then this is kind of what this would look like with the transitions. Okay, so that adds some more motion to the video. And then the last thing I'll show you is using the animation tool manually. So we had applied the Ken Burns effect, so our images have this animation applied. But if you double click on an image and you choose animation here, which is already selected right now, you can actually change the start and end position and scale of your image. So right now, this is a little bit too big. We can't really see Frederick Douglass. I'm going to bring this down for the start position and start him over here. We've got, we can also pay attention to like the numbers here, 1.75. And then, we could have him kind of grow and move a little bit. And then that would look like this. So you can kind of play around with that. You could also, you could have characters kind of move across the screen. So, I could start the image here and then have it, end up over here. And that can be cool, especially like this boat image. That's what we did with this one to make it look like it was sort of in motion, traveling. Just use the animation tool, had it start over here, and then had it end over here, and had the size decrease. And then I think there was like a long crossfade on that, so it looked like it was kind of fading away into the distance. So you can change the duration of the transition too. So. That would kind of look like that. So yeah, those are kind of the tools to make this video. So it's really, we removed the background from the images, uploaded them, we brought them down to the timeline in bulk to set the duration and the Ken Burns effect, and then added the backgrounds, the background video clips to create some motion, added transitions, and then using the animation tool to kind of customize that. And that's it. And then, when students were done, they could go ahead and click turn in. And then as a teacher, when you open up that project, you're going to have all the turned in projects in one place that you can take a look at. I can try to show that to you real quick, and then we'll kind of wrap up. So as a teacher, if I open up this class and I open up, let's see if I have one. Yeah, I'll have one where I have a bunch of them turned in already. And so if I open those up, I'll have all my turned in projects over here on the left-hand side. I can watch them here. And then I can click through and watch the next one. And so that can be a great way to, organize a film fest in class, project the screen and share student videos. But also it's a great opportunity for you to have all of the students' media organized in one place. So the classroom tools are really great for that. They also enable you to actually open the editor as students are working and see what they're working on and leave comments. So using the classroom tools, it's a great way to really have visibility into what students are doing, be able to sort of manage the media project, and then have everything organized in one place. And then you've got the access to the assignment ideas library with all these pre-built activities like the one we looked at today that are really ready for you to go, for you to use in class. So a great way to infuse media into your classroom regularly. So that is the February Creative Challenge. We're really excited to see what people do with this. Please do share your media so we can see what you do with it. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what you guys do. Wish you all the best. Happy creating.